What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Leafs Chatter. Leafs lose 5-2 to the Seattle Kraken. I will say this before we get into anything. I thought we played a little bit better than we did in Buffalo, believe it or not. I thought we're kind of keeping up with them all night, even in terms of shots. We're getting chances, but at the end of the day, we didn't win. You could play a better-ish game than you did against Buffalo, but at the end of the day, you lost. It wasn't the fight that I thought they were going to go in with. You got to be playing desperation hockey. Let's just call it as it is. You have to play desperation hockey. You are, I think, a under 10% chance of making the playoffs right now. So you got to win as many games as you can. Like, look at it. We lost in the face-off dot tonight, but we outshot them by almost 10. First period, I thought we played okay in the first. And then in the second, we were shooting a lot. And then I don't know what happened. In the third, it just started going downhill from there. We're making stupid plays, stupid decisions with the puck. And that's what happens. Like, we went 1 for 3 on the power play. And, our special teams did good. We kept them to no goals on the power play. But that means that they scored 4 or 5 goals on 5-on-5. I think, the fifth one might have been whatever. They scored 5 goals on 5-on-5. So, that just goes to show that our defense is garbage. But it's not just our D. It's our forwards. They don't get back. Michelli played horrible tonight. Horrible. Johnny T. That line, Johnny T., Nyes, and Michelli was the worst line I've ever seen in my entire life. Nyes was a -4. Johnny was a -3. I don't know what Michelli was. We'll see in a second. But looking at it here, Beniers gets a goal to start it off. It wasn't Stolarz' fault. But then Nicky Bobby gets one back. Huge. He was probably our best Leaf tonight. And then it just went downhill. I thought Stolarz let in a softie by Shane Wright on that first goal. Brandon Montour came down. Even Montour, sorry. I think it was the Montour goal. It went 5-hole on him. You got to save that. That one you have to save. That's a gut punch. Riley got a nice shot at the point. Finally, a shot actually hit the net. And we scored. But that was just to make it 4-2. I still kind of thought there was a glimmer of hope. And then we just took our foot off the gas. Shane Wright scored again. That guy's trash, man. I fucking hate Shane Wright. And then Jared McCann closed it on empty net. There's really not much to go over here. They're not playing like a team that's trying to make the playoffs. You can say injuries, but every team goes through injuries. But the Leafs, they just call it as it is. Domi is not a first-line winger on any other team. Not even on Chicago. He's maximum a second-line guy. Johnny, the way he's playing right now, he should be on the third or fourth line. How bad he's playing. And they should do it. Change it up. Fucking change it up. Put Lawton on the second line because he actually plays with some zip, some heart. Put Johnny on the fourth. Put Nyes on the fourth. Just use them less. If you're going to play them, just use them less. Who cares? Nyes is hurt anyways. Look at this. Robertson was our only good player. McCabe, Lawton, Lorentz were all zeros. Yarncroke was a +1. He's still shit. Don't get it twisted. He was garbage all night. He couldn't string a pass together. He was terrible. But then look at everyone else. Nyes -4, -3 for Michelli, -3 for Johnny, and zeros across the fucking board. It's just fucking ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. I don't care that, Riley was a +1. Okay, or sorry, a -1. So, essentially, he was a -2. Because, his goal, sure, you scored. You shot it from the point and miraculously made it through. Cool. He was on the ice for 2 more goals. So, yeah, he's fucking dog shit. I think this is the time. This is not going to be a long video. This is the time where you make drastic changes to your lineup. And by drastic, I mean bring up AHL plugs to fill up spots. Might as well. they're going to play harder than anybody else because they're fighting for at least something. These guys don't seem to want to fight for a playoff spot. So at least let them fight for a spot in the NHL. You know what I'm saying? So I think you sit either Michelli or Domi, one of the two. Probably Michelli because he played horrible. He played horrible last night. You might have to sit Nyes. Let's just go with Michelli first. You sit him, replace him with anybody. Replace him with Quillen. Sit Yarncroke, replace him with Pizzetta. Pizzetta will go out there. He'll bring some energy to your team. You need energy, he'll bring fucking energy. Okay? Next, you call back Hildeby. Call up Hildeby. I don't want Stolars in net. He rushed back in, trying to be a hero. You don't play Stolars. Send him back to the AHL. Let him get some reps there because I don't think he's ready. I'm not saying it's all his fault, but I think if you have Hildeby in that game, it's a totally different game. Even though the D wasn't that good, Hildeby, I think he wouldn't have left in that softy, which that can change the entire outcome of a game if you don't let in that third goal. Just saying. And then you take out Riley. Just take him out. Who cares? The season's pretty much done for you guys anyways. Take him out and try something. Maybe something works. You put in Rafai. He plays better because he is better. Like, at the end of the day, this coach should be trying anything, sending a message any way he can. Do not play your big boys. You benched Michelli. Good on you. You benched Michelli. Now, why didn't you do it to Nyes? Why didn't you do it to Johnny? Why didn't you do it to Domi? You do it to the guys that are fresh in, who aren't part of, like, let's say your, elite group. You know what I mean? It just makes no sense. I don't get what Chief's doing. I don't know what to say. I mean, at this point, start selling. We're two games down already. We lost to Buffalo, which was a huge game to lose. And we lost again. And the other teams keep winning. Minton has, I think, 13 points in his last, 13 games or 10 games. Something stupid. It's ridiculous. They got to start looking at trades, getting assets. I don't know what Tree's waiting for. You wanted to wait for the end of the road trip? Well, you're already 2 down in that 5-game road trip. You're 2 down. Or the road trip just started. But anyways, you lost to Buffalo. That was part of the next 5 games. You lost that, so it's done. Then you lose tonight. Now what? What do? You have 3 games left before the Olympic break. What do? Even if you win them, doesn't mean anything because everyone else keeps fucking winning. You're, I think 10 points out now from making playoffs. Oh my God. It's ridiculous what these people are trying to do. They're going to go out, but I'm telling you, Treliving's going to go out there and he's going to make a move. And it's going to be the worst decision they ever make, trying to make the playoffs this year, when all they really have to do is just tank this year. You don't need to make the playoffs. It's fine. Who gives a fuck? It's what it is. Anyways, I don't know what else to say. I thought the effort level wasn't there. It was a little bit better than against Buffalo because we outshot the Kraken and we had some chances. We just couldn't put them in. Defensively, though, again, horrible, garbage. We gave up 4 5-on-5 goals. Doesn't that say something? And it seems like anytime any other line was on the ice, apart from the Lawton line, they were getting scored on because Lawton line didn't get scored on. So, I don't know. That says a lot about your team that Scott Lawton, Steven Lorentz, and Callie Yarncock are your best players, apart from Nick Robertson. But that's your best line tonight. Ridiculous. Anyways, that's it for this one, though, guys. We'll see you in the next one. We'll see what Treliving does. Hopefully he starts selling because there's no fucking way in hell this team is going on a 20-game winning streak, if that's what they think. So, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.